So let me ask you this. What if you are traveling and you get to your destination before you now find out that you didn't travel with your toothpaste? So what are you going to do? Are you going to brush without toothpaste, or you would rather leave it till you get a toothpaste before you brush? So let's dive in. So brushing without toothpaste, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't clean your teeth. But there's difference between brushing with toothpaste and brushing without toothpaste. Okay? So let's go. When you brush with toothpaste, you are doing two things at the same time. You're cleaning your teeth and you're protecting your teeth, unlike when you brush without toothpaste. So what does brushing actually do to the teeth? When you brush, the mechanical action of the toothbrush removes plaque that is built up on the teeth over the years. So what is now plaque? Plaque is a soft, sticky film of bacteria that is built up on the teeth over the years. Okay, so even when you brush with only water, your toothbrush can remove a good quantity of it or amount of it. So technically, yes, brushing without toothpaste still cleans the teeth to some extent, right? But here's the problem. Cleaning is different from protecting the teeth. So whenever you brush with toothpaste, you are doing two things like I said earlier. You're protecting the teeth and you're keeping it clean, unlike when you brush without toothpaste. So what does toothpaste actually do to the teeth? Toothpaste is not just the minty smell, right? It contains active ingredient designed to protect your teeth. Okay, so the most important of those ingredients, one is fluoride. So the fluoride helps to protect your teeth and equally helps to strengthen your teeth, okay, and equally helps to strengthen the enamel to help in remineralization of early tooth decay. If you notice, if you have a tooth decay, the early formation of it, even without having to fill it, in as much as you're using a toothpaste that contains fluoride and you brush morning and night, over the years of brushing, you'll notice that that cavity will not be there again because that is what the fluoride in the toothpaste does to your teeth. It helps in remineralization of the early cavity. Okay, so and equally helps to make the teeth resistant to attack. Okay, so every time you eat, bacteria in your mouth produces acid, right? Without fluoride toothpaste, it's now making your teeth vulnerable to attack, which over the time your teeth start decaying. Okay, so when you brush without toothpaste regularly, you are removing plaque, but you are not protecting the teeth. Okay, and you're removing the plaque, and at the same time, you're not strengthening the teeth because the fluoride, like I said, is what protects or strengthens the teeth. So, and the big difference between those two are the two things I said, and the negative implication of brushing without toothpaste. Okay, so now let's break it down. Without brushing without toothpaste increases the risk of cavity. Okay, because that time you're brushing the fluoride that is supposed to be contained in the toothpaste, because you're not using toothpaste, you're just brushing the plaque buildup off, which you might not even do properly the way you're supposed to do compared to when you're using toothpaste. So you might not notice it immediately, the formation of the cavity, but over the years, slowly, microscopic damages start building up, right? Eventually, this turns into cavity. Then, especially in the if you consume a lot of snacks or if you consume a lot of sugary food, okay, so acidic food too. So brushing without water does not provide decay prevention. Rather, it weakens the enamel over time. So once, and you know enamel is what protects the dentin, and the dentin is the sensitive part of the teeth. And once the enamel is eroded, okay, it doesn't grow back. But when you're brushing with toothpaste that contains fluoride, it helps to protect the enamel. And when the enamel is being protected, sensitivity stops and the risk of cavity reduces drastically. Okay, so another thing that brushing without toothpaste does is you may have a bit of bad breath, right? Because the mint in the toothpaste helps the teeth to smell fresh after brushing. But when you brush without toothpaste, automatically it doesn't keep the mouth fresh. Okay, because the mouth contains the antibacterial ingredient. Okay, and those antibacterial ingredients help in the odor reduction when you brush. Okay, it helps keeps your mouth fresh. Okay, so when you brush without toothpaste, you can actually remove debris, right? But you can't keep the teeth fresh. And when you brush with toothpaste, right, it helps to reduce the stains in your mouth. Okay, the stains you have on your teeth, it helps to reduce it. So toothpaste contains those mild abrasive content that help remove stains. Okay, a stain like a coffee stain, a tea stain, a soda stain, or a stain gotten due to smoking. Okay, so brushing without toothpaste reduces the polishing effect. So over time, stains build up. And another thing is when you brush without toothpaste, no additional protection to the gum, unlike when you brush with toothpaste. Some toothpaste contains an ingredient that help to reduce inflammation and help in gum support. Okay, so without toothpaste, you lose those added benefits. If someone already has early gum inflammation, brushing without toothpaste worsens it. So, is ever brushing without toothpaste okay? Yes, if it's temporal, but not over the time. Okay, so for example, you're traveling, like I said, you forgot your toothpaste, or you run out of toothpaste in the night, or you're in an emergency situation where you just need to clean your mouth a bit. I recommend you can brush without toothpaste, or for a temporary time, not permanently. So in case you run out of toothpaste, you can actually brush without toothpaste. But between brushing with toothpaste and brushing without toothpaste, but between brushing with toothpaste and brushing without toothpaste, I will recommend you go for a toothpaste. Get a toothpaste because the content of the toothpaste helps in so many things in your mouth. It helps strengthen the teeth, it helps in healthy gum, and it helps to equally give you a fresh breath when after brushing. Okay, so I recommend you get a toothpaste, brush with it, but in times of emergency, you can actually brush without toothpaste. So stick with me, watch out for my next video, and endeavor to brush this night before going to bed. Thank you.